Hello viewers, this is Paladin of Odin, and this is some more Magic the Gathering Online. This is another episode of the Standard Commentary Series. And it's looking like Black-White Eldrazi versus possibly Mono-Blue Eldrazi. Might be Red-Blue Eldrazi. Black and White has a Mimic. The blue side has a Dimensional Infiltrator with a Ghostfire Blade. Mimic's attacking in for 2. So blue's down to 18. Black and White has 4 mana, so he could throw down a Thought-Knot Seer right now. But if he was going to do that, why wouldn't he have done it on his first main phase to give the Mimic the boost? Transgress the Mind gets rid of Eldrazi's Sky Spawner. Blue has Yavimaya Coast, Spatial Contortion, Shivan Reef, Foundry of the Consuls. So, bunch of land and a Spatial Contortion. Attacks in for 4, flying. Black and White responds with Spatial Contortion. So, Red-Blue can respond here using Dimensional Infiltrator's ability. Finds a land, so bounces it back to his hand. Saves Black-White the 4 damage, and Blue-Red can now play that at the end of Black-White's turn, get it back into play. Thought-Knot Seer. Unless the Dimensional Infiltrator is the best card in his hand, in which case Thought-Knot Seer is going to see to that. And gets rid of the Spatial Contortion. He has double Dimensional Infiltrator and 2 land. So Mimic becomes a 4/4, and he'll attack in and get through for 4, so Blue-Red will be down to 14. And he didn't flash in the Dimensional Infiltrator. So he plays 1 Infiltrator, uses the Ruins to make it a 3/2, and then equips the Ghostfire Blade, so it's a 5/4. Plays a second Ghostfire Blade. Stuck on 4 mana. A Ghostfire Blade of his own would be pretty good here, because then he could turn the Thought-Knot Seer into a 6/6. If he had another mana, he could throw down a Reality Smasher and attack in with 2 5/5s. And he attacks all in. Okay, Infiltrator blocks the Thought-Knot Seer. No tricks, just a trade. Thought-Knot Seer dies, so Blue-Red draws a card. Does Black and White have anything to do in his second main phase? Because he's quickly losing momentum. No, he has nothing. He passes back to Red-Blue. Oh, Reality Smasher from Red-Blue. That is very bad news for Black and White. So attacks in, makes it a 6/6. No response. Black and White goes down to 9. End step uses Tomb of the Spirit Dragon to gain life. So Black and White's up to 10. And he needs to kill this Reality Smasher. Murderous Cut, Ruinous Path, Titan's Presence is a possibility. Utter End would be really good. He attacks in with the Eldrazi Mimic. Okay. I have a feeling he has a trick. Otherwise, he could have just conceded. Ruination Guide. Runes to make it a 4/3. Not he didn't equip the Ghostfire Blades. That's an odd choice considering you could have killed him this turn if he didn't have anything. But we do have a response. Grasp of Darkness. He has to discard because of Reality Smasher. Gets rid of a Warping Whale. So Smasher's currently a 3/2. And it looks like Black-White misplayed. I don't know what he was intending to do, but apparently it wasn't that. So Ruins to make the Ruination Guide a 4/3. Spatial Contortion to kill off the Ruination Guide. Yeah. He could have killed off the Reality Smasher before it did any damage. But that would have meant he would have had to discard the card in his hand. Or could he have? No, because he just drew that card. But now he's top decking and he's dead. Because all he has to do is equip the Ghostfire Blades to the Reality Smasher and he wins. There. Finally concedes. So let's go to game 2. Okay, first turn Ghostfire Blade from blue-red and Eldrazi Mimic from black-white. No second turn play for blue-red, so it goes back to black-white. Going straight into combat. Mimic will hit him for 2 damage, taking blue-red down to 18. And no plays, so back to blue-red. And it looks like he doesn't have any plays either. So straight back to black-white. And there's the Thought-Knot Seer. That'll make the Mimic into a 4/4. And get rid of 1 card in his hand and let him attack in for 4 damage this turn. Now, red-blue does have mana open, so he could flash in a Dimensional Infiltrator to block if he wanted to not take this damage this turn. But I don't think that he wants to do that. I think he's probably willing to take the 4 damage and just wait until the end of turn to throw down the Infiltrator. Gets rid of a Whirler Rogue. Leaves him with double Shivan Reef, double Thought-Knot Seer, and Foundry of the Console, so no Infiltrator this time. It's a little bit surprising. But now he'll be able to start picking away at black and white's hand. So here's his own Thought-Knot Seer. Gets rid of Ruinous Path, leaves him with, double Reality Smasher and Spatial Contortion. So all he needs to do is top deck a land, and things will be very bad for blue-red. And he top decked a Ruinous Path to kill off the Thought-Knot Seer, so he draws a card. And clears the way for his team to deal 6 damage. So blue-red's down to 8. It's really not looking good for him. Throws down his second Thought-Knot Seer, which, thanks to ruins, he can turn into a 5/5. Gets rid of Grasp of Darkness, and leaves him with the same amount, or same cards that we saw the last time. Double Reality Smasher, Spatial Contortion. And there's the 5th land. So, okay. 5th land and red-blue concedes, which I don't blame him. Things were just going to get worse and worse from that point on. Reality Smasher turns Mimic into a 5/5, and so on and so forth. But I'm going to end the video there. That was Black-White Eldrazi versus Red-Blue Eldrazi. And if you liked what you saw, hit that like and subscribe button for me.